Good afternoon from Europe, good morning, good evening, wherever you are, guys. Piotr here, it's my pleasure. This is Light Forex Global YouTube channel, and we are about to make an FX update. The New York banking system is working right now. US cash open when it comes to the indices. Still, we have 1.5. So we are going to focus on the FX right here, right now. So without the further delay, let's have a look what we have on the Forex charts. Alright, first thing first, don't forget that you can monitor my trades. Link is in the description. So, you know, it's not only that we are talking the things, it's also things I'm doing. Of course, I'm doing a few different strategies on the one account because of the time. But anyway, I think that's the good educational stuff. Of course, if you have any kind of the questions, then you can also keep them asking using the comments section. Anyway, let's start with the dollar yen. Let's start from the higher time frame perspective. Still, I think when it comes to the upside, there is a little bit of the more space towards 109.60 at least, if not 110. That's what we discussed. That might be the first possible level. I'm going to look for the possible shorts. I like those three moves to the upside when it comes to Thursday, last Friday and Monday. And yesterday it could be treated as the retest. And now what kind of the retest? That's what we are going to discuss, switching to the lower time frame. And if you remember, we were trying to find some latest weakness on the chart, and we found that one which hasn't been tested. We were also discussing that the low right here not quite hit what we were looking for, right? Well, of course, over the Tokyo session, I've been sleeping because sometimes, you know, you have to get to the bed, get the rest. So, of course, they hit that level, all right? We have the recovery going on, and for the most of the European session, we are flat, meaning that we do nothing. Don't forget, guys, that Easter time is coming, so the liquidity is getting lower and lower, right? But still, I think we have, like today and maybe tomorrow, something to do, especially that later today we have crude oil inventories, number one. We have 30-year bond auction in US, very important. And finally, we have FOMC meeting minutes. Here I'm not sure what we are going to get. Anyway, dollar is trying to recover. That's the quiet good. That's the quiet good sign. So let's get back here to the dollar yen, and particularly what I'm going to look for. So in that case, we have to switch a little bit lower again, all right? And well, if we were looking for the latest weakness, so before we seen what we are looking for, but it happened outside my working hours. So how I'm going to try to join the party on the dollar yen? Well, I like the things happen here, right? Now, why I like the things happen here? Piotr, it's been retested. Yeah, but it's been retested immediately during the Tokyo session. Never been tested during the European or right here around the US Open. So what I'm gonna to look for, especially it's gonna be very useful from the risk-reward perspective. So I'm going to look for that particular low to be taken out. So, well, let me put the whole range for ya, something like that, right? So what I'm going to look for, you know, a little bit of the stop count, just, you know, just fractional. So it could be either attempt to break through 108.76, right, return higher, or it could be attempt to retest 108.66, right, 66, 60 something like this and from here. So I have two levels, and as long as we haven't hit 109.60 first, I'm looking to buy the intraday, because the risk-reward ratio should be theoretically in favor of the buyers. And of course, once we are going to hit 109.60, 110, then I'm going to try to switch and look for the selling opportunity over there, right? Cable, well, I do understand we might see higher levels. That's what we discussed. Medium term, I'm still bearish, but we have to again to discuss the things here. So from the selling perspective, all right, I'm looking for that top of that range after the retest over here, and that's the level close to 24.20 as a selling opportunity. That's the number one, right? The number two, it might be the rejection after the stop hand above 25. We are discussing 25.10, 25.20, right? So that's the two possible levels when it comes to the intraday selling opportunity. Now, you can also try to think positive. If you are a pound bull, then okay, first thing first, the positive sign is that we got back after the spending a lot of time today, during the whole trading session, spending a lot of time below daily open. Finally, we are switching and trying to recover above daily open, green dotted line, right? That's the first thing first. The second thing, and it's closer for me, is eventually the swing low related to the weekly open. And to be honest with you, maybe even me, from the intraday perspective, I would be tempted to try to long. But anyway, the most important level from the pound bulls perspective is of course this over under around 120, discussed here quite a few times, right? So that's how I see the cable. So basically I'm not gonna be also surprised if we are going to start to move to the downside right here, right now, based on 1 to 1. But I do have my selling levels for now. I do have my buying levels eventually, but you know, my bias is medium term rather to the downside. But I do have my buying levels as well, just in case to avoid the trap eventually, right? So that's the thing when it comes to the cable. Now over to the next one, and this time it's not gonna be euro dollar. This time it's gonna be euro pound, right? Why? Because right here, right now, we are testing very interesting level. Well, the overall latest price action might be treated as a big one consolidation right here, right now. All right. But what I'm looking for, it was this move to the upside from here, right? So I'm focusing on this tiny consolidation zone where we just hit at the New York cash open, at the New York open, not cash. Cash is going to be open within the next 1 hour, 20 minutes, and the lower shadow. So, well, there is a possibility I'm going to try the long side of the euro pound. Even we didn't hit the levels I've been looking for when we spoke about that cross previously, right? So especially we have the Eurogroup meeting, and we should get some kind of the confirmation when it comes to the response to the coronavirus. The cases in Europe, well, Italy is getting lower, but the Spain numbers get through the roof again after 3 days of the lower readings. Unfortunately, today it wasn't that good. But also the UK numbers are not encouraging, and don't forget that the Boris Johnson is still under intensive care. So overall, that's how I see the things here during the New York session. Again, don't forget that the Easter is approaching, so lower liquidity is possible. We will see. I'm going to make another update around the US Cash Open. That's it when it comes to the New York FX Open. It was my pleasure to make this update for you. Be careful, guys. Stay home, stay safe, and don't be trapped when it comes to the market. All the best. See you around. Take care and goodbye.